able to watch their previous games, so we're gonna have to just low-key them.
I've been spectating this team for months, so
Scouting them out.
yeah. So don't worry about it. I got my notebook out.
His average KDA is 668-ish.
That would be really good. That would be scary.
Oh man. Video game club game, woo!
Yeah.
They're pretty solid, like all silvers.
Yeah.
They probably see the plat 3 and they're like GG. The highest rating in like the League of Legends club is the president, and he's platinum, and everyone else is bronze, including the vice president.
That's funny.
Hilarious.
Oh, we got a
Unranked.
21 level 21er.
Oh.
Right? Oh shoot.
I think I know.
They're bronzes. Hey, I'm support and I'm Division 3 compared to.
Yeah, but a good
The
support
five.
like literally stomps bottom lane. That's the thing.
That's true.
ADC doesn't matter. It's
I'm not the
support.
best support, but I try my best not to steal kills and do my job.
Dude, just go aggro. Super
Alright.
aggressive.
Are they like organizing their team? I hope that's not a
Oh,
smart
they're
account.
doing it. They're doing it to try to get order pick.
Oh yeah, that's actually smart of them.
They're all Smurfs. They're
Dude,
all,
should we do that?
No.
Well, I mean, DJ is already first.
Ah, we don't need to. Just kidding.
As long as they don't pick like
Alright.
Riven or something.
I'm leaving you guys alone. Good luck.
Thank you.
Sound muted. Channel switched.
Alright. Here we are, getting ready to get into Champ Select. Recording this. Should turn the mic volume down a little bit. There. That test 1, test 2. That sounds a lot better. Okay. Alright, getting into Champ Select with the video game Game Club game. Woo. Let's see. Now, we know that team on the left, blue team, don't really have a team name for either of these teams, so I'll just be referring to them as blue and purple as the night goes on. Zed's a solid first ban. Don't know how it fares at the level 21 elo. Interesting fact, I'm trying to remember who it was. I believe it was Ruari. I'm just gonna call him Evander. That's a lot easier to say. Evander is a level 21. So he won't have a full set of runes and masteries, which will make this game quite interesting. Nocturne ban, followed by Cassidin. Standard bans from the blue team. Clearly worried about all the hideously overpowered mid-champs. Let's see. Purple team. I wish I could look into a crystal ball and tell you what they'd ban. Blitzcrank would probably be a good one. I would expect to see a Thresh ban of some form coming out. Probably from purple rather than blue. Blue's probably going to ban out Shin or somebody. Possibly Malphite and leave Thresh up to the others. Or dare they leave Thresh open as a potential first pick? It's going to be an interesting trade. We'll see. Ah, very good. Shin ban. Clearly worried about that global ult. And the Fizz ban, so Thresh has been left open. Let's see which one of these teams is going to end up picking this up. Well, I say that assuming one team will pick it up, although you never know with this comp. I know the Coker King tends to play support for blue team, as I have played with them before, and he favors Nami for his support. It's interesting. Nami tends to do very well against Thresh, surprisingly. Caitlyn with the first pick, yeah, that's Flyers' favorite character. See what he ends up doing with that. Sona's always good support. That ultimate's very, very effective in team fights. And Jarvan as the jungle, that's highly, highly effective pick. Combo those two ults together. Maybe going for a press R to win team. Not sure about the ghost on Jarvan, though. Yeah, if those summoner spells are correct, I would expect Ruari to be playing Sona, which would very much minimize the impact of his not being a full level 30 character. Let's see, now we've got a Riven lock in. Assume that will be going top. And a Nasus jungle. It's actually a very good pick against that team, because if Nasus has his ult turned on, then he'll be doing a lot of damage to anyone who's stuck in a Jarvan or Sona ult with him. So it's a very good deterrent, and can help turn those fights around really quickly if he gets it off before they jump on him. It's obviously the objective control that comes with Nasus. He can push towers really fast, clear dragon very, very early in the game. So be seeing how they use that pick as the game progresses. Varus being looked at here, and Rengar. So Varus is kind of sticking with the whole press R and lock down the enemy team comp. Rengar will be good. Guy he can jump in. He'll probably be building Hydra. He'll jump in, do a lot of AoE damage. Probably try and be blowing up Caitlyn. Oh, we go with Ez. Okay, so he goes for the damage and the mobility over the lockdown ult. That's kind of a smart pick, I would say, against a team like this, because in addition to the potential lockdown coming out of Nasus, there could be a good amount of damage coming towards him as well with Riven. Then, okay, yeah, Nami getting locked in there for support. And if Orianna stays as mid, they've actually got a very good counter-engaged team on this. Put the ball down on Nasus or Riven as they're jumping in. Potentially lock a few of them up, depending on how far they get into the back lines. That leaves... Okay, so we're going to be seeing a Zyra here in the mid. Quite the interesting pick. So they're definitely... Purple Team's definitely going for the... ultimate combo, no pun intended, team. But yeah, I like the S pick there actually, as opposed to the Varus. Varus just isn't mobile enough AD carry in my opinion, especially when you've got people like Nasus who are going to be ghosting at you as you're slowed, and Riven who's jumping all over the place at you. It's not going to be an easy escape for him if he gets caught out of position, but Ez definitely makes that a little bit better. So 3-minute delay here because spectating is awesome. Let me see if I can find out a little bit about each of these guys. Where is... Look, go to LoL Nexus. This is a fantastic website. Let's see. Let's see what this game looks like for them. Well, are we not doing custom? Does this not work on customs? I'm going to be so sad if it does. Looks like it does not work on custom games. Well, I'm gonna LoL King a few of these. Let's start with Scrants in the mid. Alright, so he's bronze 1. Zyra seems to be a favorite of his. He tends to do well with her. I wonder if he plays her more as a support than anything else, though. Yeah, most pick champ. He's definitely comfortable. 71 games. About, yeah. It's about a little more than half his games. Let's see, who else? Geggy. Oh, there's a lot of those. Okay, so he's silver 4. Looks like he likes to play top a lot. Doing that well as of late, though. Rengar's, once again, most comfortable champ. 10-7, solid record. Oh Noel. Obviously named after the Christmas song. Silver 5, okay. It's a fairly solid team, actually. So Varus was a comfort pick for him, but obviously he didn't like that. Recently, Ez hasn't been a good champ for him. Okay, so it looks like he's bottomed out in Silver 4. Just not having a lot of good luck with that. Yeah, okay. Keyblade Terra. I'm assuming that's one word, if not. That'll be embarrassing. Oh, yep, there's... Okay, Silver 3. He's definitely the best player on this team. They've got a more solid team. Oh, nice. 4 wins is Jarvan. He's played 13 games. Okay, so not a lot we can get from that unless he likes Heimerdonger. Always admirable. The only one I don't know about over here is Girther. How much time is left on this? 10 seconds. Okay, so he's bronze 1. So it's a team of 1 plat, mid-silver, and mostly bronze. Okay, he doesn't have that many games, so it's hard to tell from that. Yeah, okay, it looks like we are actually going to be getting into the game in earnest now. Be interesting to see the start here. As far as level 1 plays go... Uh-oh. Come on, computer. Here we go. As far as the level 1 team goes, I definitely like blue team a lot better. Between Nasus slow, Orianna slow, Nami knock up, Riven stun if she goes that route, that's a very solid team there. As compared to, I mean, Zyra Thorns are always great disengage level 1. If you get caught, you can trap a few of them in the bush and everyone gets away free without having to blow any major summoner spells. Also of note here is the lack of defensive summoner spells in the bot lane for Caitlyn over here, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Ez is going to poke a lot, but I don't expect there, as long as he doesn't get caught by Zyra, that shouldn't be too much of a problem for him at all. Sona's obviously going to be annoying and poke really hard. It's finally loaded into the game here. So yeah, bot lane matchup, I like to give the edge to Caitlyn and Nami just because I feel like Caitlyn, when all else fails, can just farm from stupid far away. Zyra's got a lot of CC, but if you don't land it, can be trouble. And Nami's also an excellent counter engage. Tends to do... I feel like Nami tends to do better against Ez than most others. Bubble can force out a E and then allow you to make some plays from there. In the mid lane... Oh, excuse me, what am I saying? Sona. Derp. So Sona's in the bot lane. That sustain will be annoying. Just depends on who's going to hit the CC. I mean, obviously pre-6, Caitlyn and Nami are going to have a huge advantage over that lane just because there's no hard CC coming out of that lane, or if Nami lands something, that can translate to a lot of damage very quickly. Top lane, it's kind of a crapshoot. I think it's going to come down to whoever makes the first mistake. If I had to go with my gut instinct, I think Rengar's going to win that just because he's stronger than Riven early. And they're also starting purple, which means it'll be in Jarvan's gank path, assuming he starts blue. So that could spell trouble for Riven up there. Mid lane is going to be Zyra versus Orianna. And AP Zyra is actually really, really scary. Tons of damage are going to be coming out from that ult and plants in team fights. It's kind of deceptive, really, because it kind of sneaks up on you and you're locked into place while a lot of damage is happening. But I want to give the advantage to Zyra in that just because I like her better and I feel like she brings a lot more to the team. Jungle, I got to go with Nasus over Jarvan. I feel like just the nature of those two champs in the early game in terms of ganks, I like Nasus better, and I also feel like the objective control he brings is going to give him the edge there. But so everyone's at 100%. Can we get in the game now? I'm already halfway through my Dr. Pepper. This game brought to you by Dr. Pepper, unofficial. Please send us money, please. Alright. Okay, so let's go. Turn this music off just because, as much as I love you two, it's game time. Let's see. Slow buy for the teams. Caitlyn is worth noting. Caitlyn does love starting
Welcome to Summoner's
without a Doran's.
A summoner has reconnected.
Oh, we had a DC. That may have explained it. But do we still have a disconnect with those two? That'll be Yeah, looks like we got 2 AFK. So as we're moving down here, level 1. Looks like... So Zyra's going to be camping there. I'll expect them to move to this brush here. Probably at about 1 minute and 20 seconds. Zyra will definitely see them. So Sona's still disconnected. Jarvan's back though, so he'll be starting at his red. Okay, so yeah, there they move. Zyra definitely saw them and is recalling. They probably should have used the Ori ball to scout that bush. Because that's first blood right there, or at least a flash forced. But yeah, so that's going to be a blue invade for them. That's done really well. They're going to have to recall. Rengar's already heading over here, so that means they're going to get a slow start on that, though. They got 20 seconds to make it over there. And so blue team's actually going to fake that and head back to their blue. Interesting mind games. Just dropping the ward there, which is a smart play from them. That'll give them a lot more vision. So they're going to know that Jarvan's not going to be starting there. They're going to find Rengar here, so there's going to be some punches traded. Not much going to come of it, though. I doubt they'll be able to contest this. Zyra's... Well, Jarvan's actually coming down, so we'll see what happens here, but... They may end up having to smite this away. Man, looks like everyone's just going to back off, no harm, no foul. Jarvan's going to be hurting from that start. Yeah, now he's going to go start his blue. Which means Nasus is going to move to his red. Might actually have been the smart play there to go for Jarvan's red, because that'll take away his gank top and force him to go bot. But yeah, they're getting some help down here with that blue, and ooh, damage come down to Ez in the bot lane. Caitlyn obviously running a full AD page at 85 attack damage at level 1, compared to Ez with 76. Although Ez does hit level 2 first, and Sona has shown up, so that may end up being trouble. Okay, here's Sona coming back. So let's, yeah, there's that early aggression I was worried about. He hit level 2 first, and that will spell trouble for Riven. This is a creep wonderfully there. Bot lane's pushing a little bit. This would be the lane I'd watch for first blood. Nasus at level 3 already, looking to just farm up his jungle real well. Interesting that Zyra's pushing this hard this early. Usually in mid you're not going to want to shove too hard, and Orianna tends to farm very well under a tower, so that's something I would be worried about. So we're looking at creep score here. Not a whole lot that's worth talking about this early. I guess if I get this team right, that'd be helpful. There we go. So Caitlyn's opened up an early CS lead, and oh, Nasus got caught on the invade. My bad, I missed that. I didn't mean to. Yeah, he does have his smite up, but yeah, Rengar's gonna chase him away from that. That'll give. Well, he might be in trouble with this. Yeah, Orianna definitely should be coming to help him with a ball or something. And that looks like that's all that's going to happen there. But that is going to give Riven a pretty good XP lead, as she's going to get level 4 off that. And also, oh, Ned is OP. Sorry to hear that. Mr. Rengar. But, anyway, so... Looks like down here in the bot. Well, Jarvan disconnected again. This is not boding well for them. I don't know if pauses work in this game. That might be helpful. Yeah, Rengar, the more aggressive start actually. Riven went boots pots, which is an interesting play. Typically, you'd want against a Rengar, you'd either want to start out with a cloth 5 or go red pot and health pots, but yeah, so Orianna definitely getting the hard end of this lane. There's been a 5 CS lead opened up. She's gonna miss 2 of those there. That's not ideal, but running out of mana very quickly, already out of consumables, whereas she's still, oh, this could be first blood there. Okay, flash is forced. She needs to back right now if she wants to stay alive, because she's just going to get rooted and dove again here in a bit, and first blood still hasn't gone down yet. She needs to be aware of the level disadvantage that she's going to have very quickly in that lane. So Nasus will use this to farm up. Liking what I'm seeing up here from Riven, actually. She's controlling this lane really well. I mean, she's down 13 CS, but she's at least keeping up an XP with Rengar, and he's going to fall apart early. And oh, this might be first blood here. One of those, maybe. Oh, the flash and the root. That will be, oh, so close. She just hit level 6. That would have been really nice for her if she'd hit level 6 before that, because Nexus was definitely dead if she lays down that ult on top of him. Took Ghost instead of Flash. That's always the risk you run whenever you take Ghost. Move speed is going to be an issue, but you don't have that free escape. Nice bubble coming out from Nami. If they can layer that trap on there like they're trying to do, that'll be really, really effective, but that's going to have to be very, very quick. Let's see, what else? So first items are getting bought. Zyra bought an early Sorcerer's Shoes, and Orianna bought an early Null Magic Mantle, so they're kind of counter-building each other right now. Zyra's obviously going to be putting out more damage, and Orianna needs that mana regen. A little bit of a fight going down here. Riven is forced to flash, which she has her ult up. She might have been able to turn that around, but we'll see. Rengar's definitely scary this early, and he has only used one pot, so he's definitely winning the battle in that lane. We look down at bot, and Caitlyn has now opened up a 10 to 14 CS lead over Ezreal, which is actually translating to quite a bit already. He's going to be able to back relatively quickly, pick up a major item. He's got enough for a BF sword as it is, and I expect that's where he's going right now. Nasus tried the cheeky little invade there. Did not give Ori blue, sad as that is to see. Nasus definitely will benefit from that, and as you can see already, he's 6. Zyra is going to get blue, so that would spell trouble for Orianna. It would not surprise me to see her go down and give up first blood here. Not too long. Rengar actually forced to ult there, which is interesting. I wouldn't have told you he was caught, but he would apparently disagree with me, so I'll give him that one. So yeah, mid lane, seeing a 15-ish CS lead for Zyra, which we expected. Top lane is only down to 6, so good job Riven winning that back, although she's going to have to back here probably next couple waves. If we look at what's going on with this lane, Rengar still hasn't backed yet. And there he goes. Okay, I was about to say, he's got to have, well, he's got 1,600 gold. That's enough to buy a good item for him. He'll go probably get a Brutalizer, boots. He's just going to be stacking that AD early, trying to get as big of an advantage over Riven as he can. Nasus ghosting in here, getting the Wither down. And there's a lot of damage coming out of there. Orianna, if she gets the ball, that's first blood. That was a very, very late ult from Zyra there. She needed to ult as soon as Nasus hopped down on her. That would have at least given her a chance to flash and escape from that. Oh, well, her flash was down. I forget when she burned that, but Rengar maybe hoping to get a cheeky pick here. That ward is inside of the bush. I'm not sure if that's inside the bush or not. Yeah, looks like it is. Just barely. But yeah, that's a that's a very close. I don't know why you'd want one that close. Probably a misclick there. But yeah, Caitlyn continuing to grow that CS lead there, now up to 25. Ez does have his Sheen though, so he'll be working towards his guessing working towards a Trinity Force there. Let's see, what is Caitlyn gonna buy here? 700. Is she gonna turn that into Vamp Scepter, maybe boots? Yeah. Okay, so getting that early lifesteal just helps to stay in lane a little bit better. But yeah, top lane, Rengar is definitely in the lead, but not by much. Riven's going to be pretty powerful when she comes back. I still give the early game advantage to Rengar. There is a lot of damage that's coming out of him. Looks to be building Triforce, interestingly enough. I would have gone more, or at least, well, Phage doesn't build anything else. Possibly that's progress towards a Black Cleaver. Yeah, generally you would want to not want to build Triforce. I'd be going more for Hydra if I was him. Yeah, Nasus camping up here. He's got double buff. He'll be looking to make a play on Rengar here. Rengar does indeed have his ult up, so things could get very painful very quickly. He flashes early instead of waiting for his ult to take effect. And it looks like Nasus almost guessed right. Oh, kept on that trail about half a second longer. He would have found him and maybe not picked up a kill there, but at least put down some good harass. Yeah, Nasus is going to back. Got an Ancient Golem, so that's going to be a huge power boost for him. Gosh, Zyra's hammering Orianna here in the mid. How many gold does she have? She's about 300 gold, but that's definitely offset by the 500 that bot lane has now. That'll be very, very interesting to see how well Caitlyn's laning with that group. I have high expectations from the amount of CS we're seeing coming from that lane. Only about a 300 gold lead here overall, so things are staying very, very even. No one's made a play on Dragon yet. No one's really gotten into a long engage. Just a couple skirmishes here and there, and then of course that first blood going down on Zyra in the mid. Yeah, that first blood gold definitely is helping Orianna stay in this lane. Yeah, Rengar's not going to be able to do much to Riven at this point. And oh, there, dragon play coming down as soon as I say something, and that's going to be the first dragon of the game going over to blue team. That's going to give them about 1,000 gold lead here. Rengar is choosing to back, and it looks like Zyra might be caught here. Initially there was that flash from Orianna, but that's not really what they're looking for here. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of these. I'll try and do better to not look at champions who are backing anymore. I did joke that I was Freaks Caster Smurf, but I didn't fully intend on carrying through that as well as I have, so congratulations to me. Nasus is going to be pushing this lane hard. He's farming up his Q pretty well, actually, at 99 bonus damage after about 13 minutes. That's pretty good for a jungler. Generally, you see that ramp up much slower. He's not even maxing that first. He maxed his Spirit Fire because he's clearly concerned with the lane pushing. Nami took 4 points in. Ebb and Flow does not have a point in Tycaller's Blessing yet, which I would consider a mistake. I'd much rather see Tycaller's Blessing come out and be maxed first, because that's going to make your AD carry that much more potent. And the damage and healing coming out of Ebb and Flow and Aqua Prison right now are not sufficient enough that it's worth leveling those up. I mean, as far as Kate is ahead, she's not taking a whole lot of damage from Ez or Sona. So I think that bonus damage plus the slow would really help them aggress on that lane really well. That would be something to look at here in the near future. Nami still doesn't have a Philo stun, which may come back to haunt her later. Wow, scary net there. Yeah. that Rengar lane is getting really interesting. He's up about 15 CS at this point. Zyra doing a good job taking away Wraiths here. Unless Orianna can get a ball over there at the last second. And oh, Nasus, well played. And he got the Q bonus damage on top of that. We're seeing Jarvan here clearing his red. Nasus has already got his red. He did end up giving Orianna blue good. She's certainly earned that at this point. Zyra still hasn't backed since she got those boots. She's got enough for it needlessly now, so she could go get that, get a huge power spike. Whereas it looks like Orianna's working towards that, the Athene's Holy Grail. Unholy Grail, rather. Yeah, Ward was just a dive that'll keep, oh, Looks like we might have a fight going down here. That's going to be a dead Riven. Yeah, she needed to immediately run away once she saw him ult. Unless he ulted out of the bush, that would have been interesting. Nass is coming up here. Well, he's doing the damage. Yeah, there's that heal coming out of Rengar, which he doesn't really need. He's definitely maxing Q damage first. The bush jukes. See how well this plays out. Yeah, they're farming down there. Yeah, that was a kill. He had to burn his ult though, so that's kind of worth. The battle over Wraiths continues. This time Orianna wins. So Zyra, you're about 0 for 2 right now on stealing the enemy's Wraiths. You need to be a little bit more assertive with that. Yeah, Ez has finally got that Phage. Caitlyn hit the Bloodthirster before Ez has gotten his Triforce. That's going to spell a lot of trouble for that lane. Yeah, Ez now nearly 40 CS down, not really being able to put out a lot of damage. Yeah, it looks like they're going, just trying to farm everything they can. Interesting to note, Nasus has a 3-level advantage over his counterpart in jungle, which means that in a team fight, he's going to be worth far more. In fact, I think average level is just higher across the board on blue team here. Gold lead hasn't grown all that much, still about 1.5k, so they've opened up about 500 more gold over the last 5 minutes or so, but that's not going to be enough for a kill. Well, it was a lot closer than I thought. And yeah, that was a reaching Q, kind of a hope and a prayer there, but would have been nice. Good to see that they're still able to push that lane down. Not making an effort to get on the tower too hard though. Interestingly enough, mid on blue side is kind of in danger of going down as opposed to any of the other lanes who all, I think purple, almost all of them are at full health except for bot, and they're making that push. So that's going to be first tower. Can Nami land an Aqua Prism? Okay, Ez just ease over that, but free farming continues. Moving back to mid. Orianna needs to go back sometime relatively soon. She got 2,000 gold in the bank. That's enough to get a Grail plus boots, I believe. Maybe even a few wards and whatnot. So Dragon's coming up here in 30 seconds. Nasus is going to back, pick up his next big item, which I'm guessing is going to be... He may even be able to get Locket at this. Yeah, he got Locket already. And they'll be heading back here. Nami does need a pink for this. They have it controlled very well, but they don't know that. Zyra's using her wards very effectively. Missed her grasping roots there, which would have been nice if she would have landed that. And Riven missed the stun just to return the favor. Good for her. That is going to give Rengar quite a bit of free damage on this tower, which he does push ridiculously fast. They may end up losing this as a result of Riven's little venture mid. She's not going to get anything out of that. But there goes that Nasus on Dragon. Yeah, 153 bonus Q damage. That's going to be taking that thing down very quickly. He doesn't even need to ult for control of this one. Jarvan possibly waiting on some kind of steal. Or he was hoping for an engage there and didn't realize there were 3 of them. That's going to be a dead Jarvan. Maybe. It's kind of tanky. Oh, they're going to get Zyra now. Great wave by Nami. Zyra, yeah, I mean, that was about all she could do there. Nasus may go down to the tower here. That's going to be the kill. One more tower hit will do it, surely. Yeah. Rengar's coming in. I don't know if he's going to be able to take either of these by himself. He should be going on... Oh, yeah. That's Rengar. Another disconnect here. I'm not sure what's going on with this purple team, but it's not working out too well for them in the interwebs department. So yeah, it looks like Rengar is in fact building a Phage, which I don't know if he's building that just for the mobility or if he's actually wanted to build a Triforce. It's not the worst thing in the world. I feel like he would be far more suited to a Hydra there. That lifesteal is going to be very effective for him, especially since they've got a team that team fights so well. Just stacking that AoE on top of the already present AoE. They're going to be grouped up anyway, so that'd probably be the better build there. I don't know, looking at the rest of the builds here, there's nothing too terribly unorthodox. Guess Riven's going into Hydra with this. Or Team at first, excuse me. That's going to be good for her. Oriana's got that needlessly large rod as well as the Athenes. So for going boost for the time being, Zyra's already upgraded to a death cap. She is 50 CS up. I haven't been keeping track of that too much, but that's a huge lead for Zyra. And you can see by the work she's doing on Nasus here. She's not something just to bat an eye at. Definitely a lot of damage despite being 0-3. So one good team fight's all this purple team needs, and they'll be back in it, if not in the lead. They are still around 2,500 gold down.
Summoner has reconnected.
There goes Ez coming back. I mean, they've had 3 disconnects this game. That's got to be rough for them. Ez losing. I mean, he was already down a lot, but he's losing out on more farm just by not being there, not being ready to shove a lane. Jarvan picking up his red there. Nasus just grabbed his, and oh, Zyra finally gets the wraiths. Well done, Zyra. So proud of you on that one. So we've got bot coming up to middle here for blue team, and everyone's rotating up, it looks like. So expect to see mid tower get pushed down here very quickly. They're grouped as 5. That's a good strategy by them. It's at about 2/3 health. Yeah, purple's not even going to bother contesting. They're just out of position for that. Yeah, Ez and Sona have their turret to deal with. Finally got his Triforce though, so it looks like he'll be able to do a little bit more in team fights. That's his biggest damage spike. Don't think it's enough to make up for the 50 CS down, and that's a very dead Caitlyn. If he gets out of this, that's yeah. Rengar's getting some good kills there. Yeah, you can't have a Caitlyn that close up when there's a Zyra and a Jarvan there. It's just dangerous. And Nasus here even taking a lot of damage, but he's going ham. He's not scared of them. Yeah, getting poked down hard. Probably not the best use of an ult there. May have waited till they tried to tower dive before burning that. And getting caught once again in the grasping roots. Rengar is going up top to defend its Riven, who will probably get this tower before... Nope, okay, she's backing. Yeah, here in mid... It's interesting battle. That maybe... Gosh, they're just getting hammered by this Zyra here. Nami is... Okay, force... Not where it should have ulted. Should have gotten more down the middle, but yeah, they're getting hit pretty hard. Nami still does not have a point in Tide Collars. That tiding ability that comes with that ability. Good words. Yeah, kiting that comes with that's huge advantage. Zyra is actually roaming north. I think they're going to try and make a play on Riven here, who does not have a ward, so she won't see this coming. Yeah, this is going to be a dead Riven if they play this correctly. Rengar's... Okay, they forced a flash. Well, it's about all you can hope for. We've already got that tower down. Yeah, only one tower lead for blue team. Not a whole lot coming to this game right now. Zyra is still farming. Does not have a single kill yet, but interestingly... Probably has. Oh, that's. Yep. Whoa! That's that burst. So sorry, dear Riven. You kind of asked for that. So Zyra finally picks up a kill. Currently has second most gold in the game, only behind Caitlyn at 7,200. That's a whole lot of pain coming out, and that kill moved them back within about 2,000 gold. So that's definitely a positive swing for them. Dragon will be spawning here in about 30 seconds, though. Nasus is roaming top lane, so he's a little bit out of position for that, but I do not believe Purple has the correct timer for that, so it'll be interesting to see who makes their way there first. Yeah, Zyra got another needlessly large rod. I'm guessing this one's going to be built into Azonia's. That'd be a great buy for her. She's going to get hopped on. That'll certainly improve her survivability many times over. And well, okay, Zyra, you know, you could have, yeah, one for 3, Zyra. You're not getting any better at this, but you know, you could have gone for the Oriana there. You might have been able to kill her. Friendly LoL coming out. Nass is on the invade looking for red. He doesn't have that time, so he's not going to know where that is. I do believe Jarvan doesn't have it, huh? It's interesting. But there's going to be a gank here mid, and Orianna's waving him off, even though that's going to be a very, very painful Nasus. That should have been an ult there from Orianna, but she's going to pick up that kill anyway. Well, Nasus tried to give it to her. And she might actually... Okay. That ult, or that passive missed entirely. Oh, well, here. Riven got the kill, finally. Yeah, Jarvan tried to come up there and make that happen. Nasus is going to chase. That's not much going to come of that. Yeah, mid tower is just barely standing for blue team. I would expect Ez and Sona to be able to push this down very, very easily. They may end up trading top tower for that, but Jarvan... It's not a cannon minion wave, so he may be able to hold this off for just a little bit, but... Nah, he's going to need to give that up.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Not... Oh, well, he wants to go back in and fight this. That's probably not the best decision he's made. Negligible damage coming out there. He doesn't have any real offensive items. And tankiness doesn't help you kill people under a tower that's already dead. So, word to that Jarvan that you might want to reflect on
A summoner has
those
disconnected.
choices. Unless he disconnected, in which case that would explain a lot. Looks like blue team's going to have Caitlyn solo dragon. So Orianna expertly shields the person who is not getting attacked at the time, but end up rotating aggro nicely, so well done. Riven contributed much to that fight. But yeah, so all told, after that
A summoner has
real quick offensive that resulted in 2 towers and 3 kills for blue team. They've now opened their lead up to about 6,000 gold. Yeah, things are getting very, very ugly here for purple team. They need to make some serious team fights happen right now. They're not grouping at all. They're just... Zyra's off doing her own thing. She knows Riven's there. Riven's just going to sit there and let herself get poked and probably killed again. Maybe, unless... Yeah, that's a dead. Zyra's got the damage. That should be enough for Zhonya's now. She'll probably go buy that. I don't think she's going to pick anybody else off. All this lag and disconnects. Yeah, it is unfortunate, isn't it? But good news is, Jarvan, you've got a Sunfire. Almost. Yeah, 900 gold away from a Sunfire. All right, well. Yeah, Caitlyn's quickly turning into a monster. She's gonna have a Phantom Dancer here very shortly. You could probably just go buy one right now. She's clearly hungry for damage. Comboing skills there to great effect. By great effect, I mean taking half the health off our beloved Sona, who will just quickly heal that all back up. But it looked good, and that's what's important in life. Let's see, Nasus, 230 bonus Q damage. That's going to be very painful. Looks like purple team has finally decided to group. Well, at least 4 of them have. Rengar has no regard for human life, and the Ez ulted by Orianna, and he's going to get away after the flash. Sona ult hits everybody on her team, and the chase is on with the Ghost. It's going to be Nami Bubble. That was very effective. Zyra might actually go down here. The ults doesn't really zone anybody. That Rengar, though, is doing a lot of damage, and that's the dead Nasus right there. Let's see, how well is... Okay. Yeah, so that was chaos all over the place. A very disjointed team fight where Caitlyn went in there a bit needlessly. Yes, picked up a double kill, but giving 400 more gold to a Rengar who's already becoming quite terrifying. Probably not the best choice there. And especially now because Riven's, well, Riven don't care. Used her ult there, just got everyone to back away. Good job saving that tower there, that's important. No major buffs for purple team to take away, but that was definitely the team fight that they needed to get back. That gold lead is now down to about 4,000, so they took 2k gold back in that fight, which is a very big deal for them. Really like the way they're team fighting there. That Zyra ult actually did a lot more than I thought it did initially. I didn't realize that there were so many people spread out over that. Yes, it did end up costing her a life, but okay, so Zyra has now gone Deathfire Grasp, which I really do not like. If she is in range to use Deathfire Grasp, that is a mistake. I mean, if we just look at her real quick, I don't know what the range on this is, but it's definitely a lot closer to the action than she wants to be. She should have built a Zhonya's there. That would have helped her greatly in that last fight, especially. Rengar is ulting. I guess he was going for Riven there, but didn't realize how out of range he was, so that's going to be a wasted ult. Really would have liked to see him use that later, and there may be another team fight here breaking out. Not a lot of... Oh gosh, that's a lot of pressing R going on right there. Nasus is doing a good job taking most of the damage, though, but he is going to go down. No, maybe not. Rengar gets caught in the Nami bubble, but good flash to get out of that. Flyer virtually untouched in the background here. He'll get 2 kills out of that at least. Yeah, that was a great, great combo right there. Whoa, maybe 3. He's hungry. Yeah. That was a good team fight for Blue there, actually, considering they got caught and 2 members of their team took about 60% of the upfront damage. So, yeah, that was about the best result they could hope for. Not going to be able to push anything out of this, I don't think. May be able to get that tower, but... Oh, okay. I take back what I said earlier. We've seen how good this Jarvan is at defending turrets, and he's just going to give this up, go protect the tower that he knows he can defend, and just farm those creep up there. Yeah, so if we look at global gold after that fight, we're about 6,000 back in the favor of blue team here, as Rengar is trying to figure out if any of the enemy team is attractive. Not really something you want to... Oh, females! Hey now. Hey now. Alright, anyways, sorry. Thirst. So that is an ulting Rengar, and this is a very dead Nami right now, but he'll probably end up paying the price for that. Oh no! Nami got ulted by, or shielded by Orianna and lived with about 10 health there. Zyra made the wise decision to not go for the greed and force the flash anyway. Well done. Ez ult coming in a lot late there, but Dragon has just spawned, and this is going to be a very easy one for blue team to pick up. Yeah, Rengar being a huge chunk of damage on that other team, it's going to hurt them. So Jarvan has made a great move and picked up oracles here. Well, Zyra, not your best move. She did get Nami. We may end up seeing 2 more kills come out of this. That Caitlyn, or Sona's very dead. Jarvan, yep, he'll be going down, but he uses his ult. Oh, and good flag toss.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
That a boy is. Team play. Well, Nasus don't care. Nasus do not care. That ult coming out and then forcing the flash. Maybe Ez might go down here. Nope. Rengar. Rengar. Yep, that's the price you pay right there. Hey, someone wants to talk to me on Facebook. That might still be a kill. His ult's going to wear down if they don't get this tower. Woo! That was close. That was very close. So, yes. Ez just picked up his last Whisper. Worth a little bit more gold now. That's not going to hit. I don't think it would have killed him anyway. He doesn't really have enough upfront damage for that to be a real threat. Yeah, Rengar's working on his Blade of the Ruined King, which... not the best buy in the world. I would still really like to see Hydra. I feel like that's the best thing he could buy right now. Because if nothing else, you just go split push and rape towers and push creep wave faster than the enemy team can think. Okay, so the Andrews picked up. No Zhonya's coming out from either mid. That's something that I feel like both of them would be very, very wise to pick up. Especially considering, first and foremost, the damage coming out from Caitlyn and Rengar. Would not be remiss to build a little resistance into that, as well as giving them 2 seconds of help me please time. Yeah. Yeah, sitting at about 8,000, 8.5 after that last fight. So this lead's just steadily growing in favor of blue team. It's going to take a really, really big fight from purple to turn that into anything. Though we are approaching 35 minutes here, so death timers are getting long. An ace with the right people alive could mean a tower or two if some like Rengar or Ez were to survive on purple. And it looks like down here there's a little bit of poking going on. This may be a dead Zyra as Nasus. Yep, peace. Oh boy. So only one ults for one ult and a kill. I'd say well done. Don't think there were any flashes burned, except nope, no flashes burned. Well done. Anyway, that is going to be an inhib though, because Zyra being out of the picture obviously means a lot of the disengage potential's gone. Haven't seen her use that Deathfire yet. I really don't know why she bought that. Blue team's pinging onto Baron here, so it looks like they may go for that. Purple team has that one ward there, so they'll see them, and they're heading that way. I don't know how much they'll be able to do. In terms of ultimates, the only one down for blue team is that ace in the hole, which, I mean, and if fight at Baron, that trap is going to be devastating. Poor Rengar. Jarvan, thank goodness you didn't go in there. Yeah, that is going to be a Baron, and that will be a 10k gold lead. Unfortunately, that's probably the point where things are not going to be turning around for purple team. They just haven't, never really grouped up, never really decided that they were wanting to team fight. Had a good team in theory, and that's going to be a dead Sony. You can't lag behind like that and get caught. Oh well, there the land there the ult, and that Orianna ultimate on top of her entire team was devastating. Yeah, despite all that damage, not a lot to follow up on it. Jarvan needed to ult much earlier than that. Caitlyn is down though, so we may see the damage start coming out here for yeah, Rengar. You're not quite tanky enough that you can pull that out. Ez is now caught and probably dead. Yeah, that's going to be a nice cleanup for blue team, and the triple kill for Riven to boot. So well done by her, and probably going to get top inhibitor from this. Nasus won't be able to think that for very long. He's low on health. Between Nami heals, Riven, and Nasus bonus damage, they may be able to take this down before the creep wave comes, but not necessary. What does that queue up to? 288, 290 more or less. So let's call it an even 300. Yeah, Super Creep are now on the Nexus turrets. Sona's the only one left alive. There's not going to be a lot coming from this. Rengar still hasn't completed his, well, he should have it by the time he spawns back, but that may be too little too late. He needed at least one major defensive item by this point. Caitlyn's just doing so much damage right now. Phantom Dancer, Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, Last Whisper. She's going to be doing against a team with no armor aside from Jarvan. And then the Sunfire Aura, or the Locket Aura, she's not going to be encountering any resistance from anybody there. That's pretty much true damage coming out. And hitting very, very hard. Total of 16,000 gold, which is 4,000 above the next highest player, which would be our dear friend oh no, I take that back, only 3,000 above Riven. Yeah, even then, they're above, well above the score of even the most fed player on the other team. Just picking up a dragon, even further insult to injury at this point. It's now to a 14,000 gold lead. Blue buff is not there. Not sure what purple team's doing here, aside from getting their own jungle warded. It's a good move. There's no oracles on, well, Nami picked one up. Nami... Okay, Nami was just clearing that side of the jungle. I don't know what I'm talking about here sometimes. But, so Nasus and Caitlyn are leading, or Nasus and Orianna rather, are leading up a two-man push bottom lane. Caitlyn is just farming up that mid. I'm guessing her next item, well, she bought another Bloodthirster, so that's full build then. Maybe waiting to get Alacrity or Home Guard or something. Rengar once again with a brilliant ult. doing very little except to scare the enemy team away. And he went attack speed boots. I would have loved to have seen cooldown boots on him, or at the very least, Merc treads. Just tenacity is a huge thing against this team, particularly with the slows coming out. Wouldn't have even hurt to build move speed boots, but yeah. Riven's got her GA now. She's going to be a huge threat. Not a hugely offensive build, more defensive than you see most Riven's build. No Last Whisper coming out for her. That's generally a staple. Gosh, Caitlyn's hitting 4-digit crits. That's absurd. Yeah, so this is going to be a tower dance here. Don't really expect to see a lot come of it. Maybe if they get a catch here, not much damage coming out. More onto Nasus there than to Zyra. Yeah, they're just going to be trading back and forth here. Purple team did not need that to happen. That's probably going to be at least 2 kills. Nice combo of ults there, though. That's a dead Caitlyn there. Unless he lifesteals through it, no. Yeah, just not enough. Too little too late there for Purple team. That was the perfect combination of ults they needed there. Got 2 kills. One of the biggest damage threat, but they didn't get Orianna. Riven is virtually untouched, although she's lifestealing that back. This will probably be the game from them. And Ez could maybe make a little bit of a stand here, but I don't think he's going to be able to kill Nasus. Unless Nasus just dies to towers, and then Riven may get the kill anyway. But yeah, that's game right there. So well played overall. The blue team definitely played much better as a team. Yeah. Purple team had a game plan, had a good comp, never grouped. If they would have grouped about 10 minutes earlier than they did, that would have been a very different game. But anyways, so that is that game. Let's go look at final stats here real quick. See if I can't come up with anything interesting to say. Gosh, that gold. 18,000, 15, 14, 13. Yeah. Well played. Anyways, so that's going to do it for the Video Game Club Invitational 9000. Sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Unofficial. Please send us money. Tune in same time next week with bonus guest Mr. Rogers from Beyond the Grave. Peace.